it's a lot in my life, the way I kind of stepped back from Hollywood at one point, being the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
I don't know what he was going through internally, emotionally. He might have got really tired of the business. There's maybe some layers in there that he hasn't really spoken about inside the business. I know how the business can be. Everybody pulling at you, wanting you to do all kind of stuff, putting that pressure on you.
Chris, you had this amazing career. I remember watching you on Def Jam, then watching you blow up from movie to movie to the whole Rush Hour thing, and then it was like, poof.
Yeah.
Where's Chris?
Chris Tucker, renowned for being the highest paid actor in Hollywood, especially highlighted by his work in the Rush Hour franchise, amassed around $50 million from the series alone, as reported by Celebrity Net Worth. This amount, adjusted for inflation today, reaches approximately $65 million. There have been whispers suggesting Tucker's disappearance from the limelight was due to his extensive knowledge about the industry's inner workings, a situation not unfamiliar to other Black comedians such as Katt Williams. However, Tucker chose a different path, stepping back from Hollywood entirely. In recent conversations, Tucker has shed light on his reasons for taking a break from the industry. Raised in Atlanta alongside his 2 sisters and 3 brothers, Tucker's passion for comedy emerged early. Known as the class clown during his high school years, he didn't just make his peers laugh. He also took part in talent shows, sharpening his stand-up comedy skills. At the age of 19, Tucker took a leap and moved to Los Angeles, determined to chase his comedy dreams. His break came quickly with an appearance on Def Comedy Jam, where his distinct, rapid delivery and infectious energy captivated audiences and led to roles in music videos for renowned artists like Dr. Dre, Heavy D, Tupac, and Mase. Tucker's acting career saw a pivotal shift with his role as Smokey in Friday. Despite other strong contenders for the role, director F. Gary Gray chose Tucker, seeing beyond an audition that was merely okay to the potential and improvisational skills Tucker possessed. This role not only showcased Tucker's comedic talent, but also his ability to bring depth to his characters, contributing significantly to Friday's success. With a budget of just $3.5 million, the film quickly became a cult classic following its 1995 release, grossing $28.5 million and solidifying Tucker's position in Hollywood, thanks to its memorable cast. In the hit film Friday, Chris Tucker brought to life the character of Smokey, a hilarious and mischievous guy who often finds himself in sticky situations because of his habits. This role was quite a departure from Tucker's earlier, cleaner comedy routines, displaying his wide range of acting abilities. His portrayal of Smokey showed audiences everywhere that Tucker wasn't just a funny man. He was a versatile actor, capable of bringing depth and humor to his characters. The year 1997 was a turning point for Tucker, establishing him as a fast-rising star in Hollywood. He appeared in 3 big movies that year, each showcasing different facets of his talent. In The Fifth Element, Tucker played a role in a sci-fi action movie, proving he could carry a film with a big budget. Then, in Money Talks, he had people cracking up with his comedic genius. And in Jackie Brown, directed by Quentin Tarantino, Tucker showed he could hold his own in a crime drama alongside seasoned actors. At this stage, Tucker's career was on an upward trajectory, making an impression on future stars like Jamie Foxx. Fox once recounted a moment that highlighted Tucker's impact on him, illustrating how Tucker's rise to fame was both swift and unexpected. Tucker's success story is a testament to his unique ability to blend comedy and acting, earning him a place in the hearts of audiences and peers alike. Jamie Foxx shared a memorable encounter with Tucker during an interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Foxx was caught off guard by the uproarious laughter coming from a performance and wondered who could possibly be on stage. To his surprise, it was Chris Tucker, a thin young man in a tank top, captivating the audience with his comedy. This moment was eye-opening for Foxx, who had to confront the realization that Tucker's comedic talent was extraordinary. Tucker's performance that day left a lasting impression on Foxx, marking a moment of realization about the competitive nature of comedy and Tucker's standout presence in the industry. This realization hit Jamie Foxx hard, making him rethink his stance and the true value of staying humble in an industry as fluctuating as Hollywood. This moment with Chris Tucker highlighted a pivotal truth. In the vast and competitive world of entertainment, even the most confident stars might find themselves overshadowed by emerging talent. Tucker's undeniable impact on Fox illustrates the profound effect genuine skill can have, showcasing that true talent can surprise and inspire even well-established artists. By this time, Tucker had not only made a name for himself as a leading man in Hollywood, but also as a powerhouse at the box office, affirming his position as a premier entertainer in the industry. Chris Tucker found himself at a critical juncture in his career, with Hollywood's doors wide open to him. However, behind the allure of fame and success lay the complex dynamics of the entertainment industry. Actors often face the misconception that they have full autonomy over their career choices, yet the reality is far different. They frequently operate under the considerable influence of industry giants, producers, directors, and studios, who ultimately dictate the course of their careers. Tucker began to feel the weight of these constraints, confronted with an endless stream of typecast roles that highlighted his comedic talent, but did little to explore his full acting range. The industry's whispers about Tucker's reluctance to embrace certain roles were growing louder. He started to choose his projects more carefully, rejecting roles that didn't align with his vision for a diverse and meaningful portfolio. Some industry insiders labeled him difficult, while others admired his refusal to be boxed into a singular type of character as his career progressed. Despite making occasional appearances in the public eye through award show hosting gigs and a Netflix stand-up special, Tucker's selective participation in Hollywood projects only fueled more speculation about his career trajectory. Fans were left wondering about his next big move, while critics questioned his lasting relevance in the fast-paced entertainment world. Tucker was navigating a treacherous path in an industry known for its fickleness and rapid changes. Hollywood has a long history of typecasting black actors, often limiting their roles to stereotypes that perpetuate racial biases and minimize opportunities for authentic representation. This systemic issue seemed to envelop Tucker, as the industry struggled to see beyond his race and acknowledge the breadth of his talent. The typecasting he faced aimed to confine him to roles that reinforced outdated racial stereotypes, reducing his complex persona to a mere caricature. Hollywood seemed stuck, unable to envision Chris Tucker beyond the limited, repetitive roles it offered him. The movie industry's need to keep things under control showed in how it preferred actors who didn't rock the boat. Chris Tucker, known for his breakout roles like in the Rush Hour franchise, hit a high point in his career, but felt restricted by the roles and expectations placed upon him, leading him to step back from the spotlight. In stepping away, Tucker expressed a desire for a richer, more fulfilling life beyond what fame could provide. He wanted to broaden his horizons through personal exploration, world travel, and helping others. In a conversation with My Classics ATL, Tucker mentioned that his ambitions went beyond just being famous. He aimed to contribute positively to the world around him. The question of why Tucker would leave a glamorous life puzzled many. The answer lies in his quest for freedom from Hollywood's tight grip. The entertainment industry has a habit of controlling not just the professional paths of its stars, but also their personal choices, dictating everything from their looks to how they should act in public. Tucker's choice to leave was a deliberate move to regain control over his life and express himself without constraints. Moreover, Tucker, like other black actors in Hollywood, encountered the challenge of being diminished or emasculated in their roles. This process involves weakening a person's perceived masculinity, often by limiting them to roles that fail to showcase their full range and depth. For Tucker, this often meant being stuck in comedic roles that didn't allow him to show the breadth of his talent, reinforcing stereotypes that belittle the intelligence and emotional range of black men. Despite these obstacles, Tucker continued to seek out roles that offered more meaningful opportunities to showcase his abilities. Chris Tucker's embrace of Christianity significantly influenced his career choices, as he sought roles that aligned with his faith and desire to serve as a positive example. His commitment led him to avoid certain characters that didn't match his spiritual journey. This stance, while commendable to some, made others wonder if Tucker was pushing back against Hollywood's expectations. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Hollywood was slow to accept diversity, limiting the growth and recognition of talented black actors like Tucker. They were often typecast, confined to roles that perpetuated stereotypes and failed to utilize their full capabilities. These actors had minimal control over their careers, at the mercy of an industry dominated by a few key decision makers. This situation trapped them in limiting and often demeaning roles. Moreover, there were whispers about Hollywood elites exerting control over actors, treating them more like court jesters than artists with their own rights and voices. Chris Tucker's own experiences highlight this, especially evident during his trip to Africa with former President Bill Clinton. Tucker, a Hollywood luminary, found himself part of Clinton's entourage on a trip that promised glamour, but unfolded differently. Tucker recounted the journey with mixed feelings, indicating that while there were enjoyable moments, the trip revealed the complexities of being in such a high-profile group. As they traveled through African countries, Tucker sensed he was more an entertainer for Clinton's circle than an equal participant, suggesting a dynamic where his role was to amuse rather than to engage as a peer. Chris Tucker found himself in the spotlight, not on a movie set, but at gatherings with former President Bill Clinton, where he showcased his talent for impersonations. Clinton and his entourage seemed to love Tucker's performances, urging him to entertain at various events. It's almost like Tucker, a top Hollywood actor, was turned into a live performer for the amusement of high-profile figures. This situation shines a light on how power dynamics in Hollywood could make Tucker act more like a puppet, dancing to the tunes of the influential. This dynamic uncomfortably places Tucker in a position of subservience, not befitting the accomplished actor he is, suggesting a form of emasculation. It highlights an unsettling reality in Hollywood where celebrities, despite their status, might find themselves bending to the whims of those higher up the ladder. The entertainment industry, it seems, sometimes forgets the true value of its stars, treating them as jesters whose primary role is to entertain the elite, rather than recognizing them as the professionals and artists they truly are. This scenario with Clinton wasn't just an isolated moment of Tucker being treated as entertainment, it was indicative of a larger issue within Hollywood, especially for Black artists who frequently find themselves boxed into roles that don't fully embrace their talents or allow them to showcase their depth. These artists often feel like pawns in a game controlled by the industry's power players, constrained by the roles they are forced into that perpetuate stereotypes rather than highlight their true capabilities. Amid these challenges, Chris Tucker's life took a significant turn in April 2005, when he was caught speeding at an alarming 109 miles per hour in his Bentley on a highway in Georgia, marking a notable incident in his turbulent journey. Chris Tucker found himself in hot water when he was caught speeding at an unbelievable 109 miles per hour on a Georgia highway. He faced charges for reckless driving and trying to dodge the police because he didn't stop when state troopers chased him. Tucker explained that he was in such a hurry because he was trying to make it to a church service in South Carolina at 11 a.m. and didn't notice the trooper or the sirens during the pursuit that stretched for about 10 miles. After acknowledging his actions, Tucker was hit with a fine of $6,990. A couple of years later, in 2007, Tucker made a notable comeback with Rush Hour 3, which landed him a whopping $25 million paycheck. With this newfound success, he splurged on a $6 million mansion in a plush Orlando, Florida suburb. However, this big purchase came with its own set of financial strains, as he had to take out a $4.2 million loan just to secure the property. But Tucker's spotlight faded once more as he found himself tangled in financial issues rather than being celebrated for his roles on screen. By July 2010, it was reported that Tucker was drowning in about $11.5 million in unpaid taxes to the IRS for a range of years. The financial woes didn't stop. The state of California also came after him for failing to pay $3.5 million in state taxes, putting even more pressure on Tucker. His luxurious Orlando residence was on the brink of foreclosure due to a staggering $4.4 million debt. The IRS also stepped in, placing an $11.5 million lien on his property in hopes of recouping the back taxes. Despite the overwhelming debt, Tucker managed to strike a deal for a short sale of his home, settling for a $2 million offer from a buyer, which was a fraction of what he owed. Additionally, he sold off another property in Florida for slightly over $1 million, significantly less than the original asking price of $1.85 million, as he navigated through these challenging financial times. Chris Tucker, once caught in a whirlwind of financial turmoil, didn't let his setbacks keep him down. In 2011, he made a determined comeback to stand-up comedy, embarking on a tour across the nation. However, his financial woes were far from over. By February 2012, Tucker's situation worsened when the state of Georgia slapped him with an additional tax bill of $500,000 for unpaid taxes from 2007, pushing his total debt over the edge to more than $12 million. But then, Tucker found a script that resonated deeply with him, leading to his enthusiastic return to acting with the 2012 film Silver Linings Playbook, where he played the character Danny. This role marked a significant turning point, breaking a 4-year hiatus from the big screen. He continued this momentum with his appearance as Albert in the 2016 film Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. In a revealing interview in 2017 with Central, Tucker opened up about his life beyond the camera during his break from acting. He discussed his dedication to philanthropy, his own charity work, and how he never lost his love for stand-up comedy, finding joy in connecting with his audience in a personal and meaningful way. Tucker also expressed his selective nature when it comes to picking roles, emphasizing his desire to contribute meaningfully to the projects he chooses. I am picky. I like to do stuff I can bring something to. I don't want to do something just for the sake of doing it. Since 2017, Tucker's presence in blockbuster hits may have quieted, but there's a stir of excitement over the possibility of him reuniting with Jackie Chan for Rush Hour 4. While details are still being finalized, fans eagerly anticipate the comeback of this beloved duo, showcasing Tucker's enduring appeal and talent in the film industry. Chris Tucker, known for his dynamic presence in both comedy and film, has expressed an interest in returning to the Friday franchise with a sequel named Last Friday. He stated his willingness to participate, provided the script delivers a story that both he and the fans would enjoy. The possibility of Tucker reprising his role in the Friday series adds an exciting layer to his career, reigniting interest in a character that fans have long cherished. Tucker's journey from his early days in Atlanta to becoming a Hollywood sensation is a testament to his enduring impact on the entertainment industry. His story is one of perseverance, immense talent, and a steadfast commitment to his art, leaving fans and industry insiders alike eager to see what he has in store for the future. Throughout his career, Tucker has shown a commitment to selecting roles that resonate with his artistic vision, seamlessly moving from stand-up comedy to significant roles in film. This demonstrates his versatility as an entertainer. The break he took after his roles in Silver Linings Playbook and Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk highlights Tucker's thoughtful approach to his career, prioritizing meaningful engagement over constant visibility. Tucker's strategy of choosing projects that not only appeal to him, but also stay true to his identity as an artist is commendable. In a similar vein, Katt Williams has spoken out about the pressures Black comedians face in Hollywood, pressures that compel them towards paths that promise fame and financial reward. Despite being incredibly talented, Katt Williams has not yet achieved the level of commercial success his talent deserves, highlighting the challenges and decisions faced by comedians in the industry. The struggles and controversies surrounding Black comedians in Hollywood go much deeper than personal or legal issues. Katt Williams has been vocal about the manipulative practices of the entertainment industry's elite, especially their treatment of Black celebrities. In an eye-opening interview in 2013 with Black True TV, while discussing his role in Scary Movie 5, Williams broached several sensitive topics. Among these was the contentious claim that Black actors are sometimes expected to don dresses for film roles, seemingly as a prerequisite for greater success in the industry. This topic received additional attention around the time Kevin Hart appeared in a dress for a sketch on Saturday Night Live, SNL. Dave Chappelle has also spoken out about similar pressures, including an instance during his career when he was encouraged to wear a dress for a comedic role. Chappelle shared his experiences in an interview with Oprah, where he discussed his refusal to compromise his integrity, even when faced with significant pressure from those within the industry. The insistence on Black male comedians wearing dresses for laughs has been criticized as a demeaning expectation, one that Chappelle, among others, has resisted. This resistance was put to the test again when Kevin Hart, who had previously expressed his unwillingness to wear a dress for a role, appeared in one on SNL. This led to backlash from fans who felt betrayed by Hart's decision, viewing it as a concession to the demands of Hollywood's gatekeepers. Katt Williams, when asked to comment on this issue, emphasized that the problem is not isolated to Kevin Hart. According to Williams, the entertainment industry has a history of imposing this expectation on Black actors, suggesting a pattern of compromise that actors are pressured into for the sake of their careers. This ongoing debate highlights the tension between maintaining artistic integrity and navigating the expectations set by the entertainment industry, a challenge faced by many Black comedians and actors in Hollywood. After Kevin Hart wore a dress on Saturday Night Live, it seemed like his career just skyrocketed. He began starring in big movies and selling out comedy shows everywhere. Katt Williams and Dave Chappelle, while hugely successful, haven't reached the same level of fame as Hart. Williams has been pretty open about some of the shady stuff that goes on in Hollywood, suggesting that the big bosses have a lot of control over Black celebrities. Both Williams and Chappelle have said they won't let the Illuminati or any elite group control them, which Williams thinks might be why they don't have the same kind of mainstream success as Hart. Williams admitted that at first, he didn't really get how serious it was to stand up to these powerful people in the industry. It took a lot of hard times for him to really understand the kind of power and influence these people have. A lot of people think Katt Williams has a bad reputation because of how the media talks about him. Yes, he's had some troubles, but the media tends to make them seem a lot worse than they are. Williams said he stopped trying to fight the media when he realized it was a losing battle. Going against the big media moguls is not just hard. It could be dangerous. He's learned that the hard way, and that's why he's not out there trying to clear his name every time a story comes out about him. Fans are showing strong support for Chris Tucker's choice to navigate through Hollywood's challenging landscape without falling prey to its pit. One fan shared their enthusiasm saying, "It's awesome to see Chris Tucker dodge the traps set by Hollywood. Big respect to him for leaving behind the negative vibes in Hollyweird. It's not easy to walk away from all that, but he did it." Another fan pointed out Tucker's ability to maintain control over his career choices, noting, "Chris Tucker made a name for himself as a reliable leading man early on. This gave him the freedom to pick and choose his roles carefully. We're all eager to see his next move and fully support his return." A third admirer commented on Tucker's careful selection of roles, adding, "It's great that he didn't just pump out a bunch of low-quality movies to stay visible. He's living life on his own terms, which really deserves it. With his incredible talent, there's no doubt he has a bright future ahead in the act." That's all for our chat today, everyone.